Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of August 10th. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hi there.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today is Thursday, which means it's time to give into our obsessing. And today we're obsessing about those pandemic puppies and coronavirus kittens, like Nicole's new kitten. Tell us about your daughter's kitten.
Yeah,
Not
or my husband's. My husband's.
Oh.
Well, and in you know, the kitten isn't directly related to Corona and our need for company. But my son, when he moved out, he took his 2 cats with him. And they had lived with us for 2 years. And we unexpectedly got extremely attached to these 2 cats and got very used to them being around. And so when he moved, we just kind of sat there and went, wow, this house is really empty. We have our dog still. She's a bit older and slower, not as entertaining anymore.
As are we all.
Yes. And so, yeah, we just kind of, at my daughter's urging, her constant barrage of pet finder adoption pictures, we managed to find ourselves a little one. And we actually went to one of those cat cafes. I don't know if you've ever been to one of those, which was super cool. Like, I highly recommend, because you get to play with, I think there's probably about 25 cats or so, kittens there that day. Oh, wow. So you get to play with them, and
I've never
and then
heard
they're
of
all
that. What is that? A cat cafe?
Yeah, so it's basically, a cafe, and then they have a little room attached to it, and an adoption agency drops off kittens that need adopting.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's a big playroom, full of, it's like cat heaven in there.
Uh-huh.
And for a small fee, you pay to go in and play with the cats for an hour. Wow. And just hang out and
I wonder if we have these here.
It's super cool.
I bet there's one.
I'm sure you do.
New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yeah, it's so fun. And you have an hour with them. And so you can either just hang out and play with them, or you can actually take one home through the adoption process.
Wow.
So we went in with the intent to leave with a kitten. We wanted to adopt. So we hustled out there on Saturday morning before the crowds and spent an hour playing and kind of narrowed it down and brought ourselves home a kitten.
Aww.
So, and she's super sweet, and her name is Ellie, and she's all black with green eyes, and she's so cute. So snuggly. So yeah, that's kind of, and I guess it came at a good time too, because we're all home and we can pay attention to her, and, I guess just kind of, it's quiet and calm, and there's like pretty much a, daily routine. And so it's kind of nice that, I understand why people get pets or have gotten pets during this time, because it's way easier than the coming and going of, our other lives. So yeah, but I'm totally obsessed. It's we're thinking about topics for today. I just had none, because this kitten has just been, my only train of thought for the last couple days. She's precious. So yeah.
So was it hard to pick? Was there family agreement on this was the one, or?
Well, it was my husband and I. We kind of had a list of qualities that we wanted. And, the thing is that it's overwhelming at first, because there's so many, and some are sleeping and some are playing, and you don't really know what they're, like, you have to spend some time and watch them and see what they're going to do. But some of the ones that were shy were obviously, that was pretty obvious, right? Like, they just wouldn't come near you. Mm-hmm. But so we were looking for one that was cuddly, didn't mind being held, and, one that was well socialized, because, we have our dog, right? So this little one had been in a foster home with kids and dogs, and So she had been exposed to that already. And yeah, so my husband, he was sitting down in the, one of the benches, and I guess this little one came up to him and sat right down beside him and snuggled in, and that was it.
She volunteered.
He was sold. Yeah. She chose him. She chose us. So it was very cute.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Very sweet. So that is the story of how we got our kitten during Corona.
I just feel like I have heard many stories of cats, dogs, puppies, and then it moves to like boats and motorcycles.
Right?
Yeah, people are like, cabins. I've heard in our area, people have like summer cottages that are up north, and I guess it's been very busy.
Wow.
In terms of people buying, because like it's not like you're gonna get on an airplane and go somewhere,
No.
Right?
Or even stay in a hotel. You want something that's your own and reasonably close to home. So I can see why it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do either of you have a quarantine obsession that is that you've picked up during this time? I haven't heard of either of you getting kittens, so we know it's not that.
No, definitely no kittens.
I'll say, I guess one thing I could say is like a quarantine obsession for us is that we are doing a lot more with takeout and order in. It's become, we've always had a tradition that on Saturday night we order in food. So that's not new, but we've added some new places because a lot of restaurants are making, family meal packages. And so we've tried some of those and really enjoyed them. So our assortment is broadening, but we've also added a Monday or Tuesday takeout lunch.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's something we never used to do because people were working. And so we didn't do it. But now that most, usually my daughter's off on Monday and, definitely she's home on Monday and sometimes she's home on Tuesday. So we have these, and the guys are not working. So we have these lunch times where we're all home. So we've now started doing takeout for that as well, from a fast food place. And we try to do different places each week. Yeah, it really is. It's something that kind of brings us all together to say, okay, where do we want to order from today? With the Saturday night, we have a list and we just go through the list over and over again. But the lunch one is new. So we just every week we're like, let's go someplace we haven't gone before. Let's figure out a new place.
Right.
So we're finding some new things that we haven't really been to that much that we really like. And we're also comparing all the different places all the different ways the takeout places are processing orders, I think they went to a Chick-fil-A that had, you drove up to the line and a young person with a little screen came and took your order. And then you went to the next line and a young person with a little screen confirmed your order. And then you went to a next line. They had like everything outdoors. They had tents and stuff. And my husband was so impressed. It was really efficient and they got everybody through very quickly. Whereas other places, the lines are super long. And, so it's been like a nice little family activity of, figuring out what to have for lunch, going to get it. And then
leaving mom home alone for half an hour
and pickups
while they go get it.
Well, sadly, only two people go to do the pickup, so there's always somebody home. But my son's in his room. I hardly know he's here, so
right.
But if I were playing my music very, very loud, as we discussed,
he would comment.
He would have something to say about it. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
So that's, I guess eating has been,
right?
a good session for us.
Your quarantine obsession.
Yes, we've expanded our takeout days to 2 a week. But it's fun.
We
found some new places.
Something to kind of look forward to on a work day.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yes, that is definitely
That's kind of cool.
And,
we usually do dinner, but not a lunch.
Steak Shack. Yeah. So the lunch is new for us, and I don't know how. It'll last until people go back to work, but it's been really fun.
Nice.
What about you, Catherine?
Yeah, I watch more TV than I used to. But we haven't. Yeah, no new pets. The 2 dogs are enough. Although I still follow our our shelter on Facebook, and the other week they had a few puppies that were terrier, Australian Shepherd, and Beagle, which is like three out of the 4 breeds that we already have represented in our our current 2 dogs. And it was a puppy. Oh my gosh, we were tempted, but not really, because we don't want a puppy, and we do not need 3 dogs. Absolutely not.
One more.
Not gonna hurt.
That's how we ended up with 2 in the first place. Because they were small. Like, oh, we'll just take another.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no.
You could foster dogs. That would kind of be cool.
I do not think that our current dogs would be
would like
into that idea at all.
The coming and going of different animals.
Yeah, but that is true. That's another thing that I have seen amongst my friends is fostering little kittens. If not getting one yourself, then just fostering them. So that is very cute.
That's kind of appealing, actually. I was thinking about that, especially like if you're working from home and your house is fairly empty, your kids are older and you've got this, you're not going anywhere.
Right.
It would be obviously extra work, but I think it'd be kind of
You'd get attached, wouldn't you?
Maybe if you knew that going in that you were just, if you were able to keep that removed.
I guess if you had a steady stream of animals coming in and going out.
Yeah.
That I could see doing. But if you were going to have any animal for any length of time,
and I
think it would be difficult. Unless the dog was a pain in the butt, and then you would say, "You're not staying." Thank God.
I feel like kittens would be a million times easier than puppies too, because kittens you just keep them in a confined space, and that's it. The dog, you gotta, they have to be taken out. They cry.
And I think, like, they're only with you for a certain period of time, and then they, at least with this one, like, I know with the adoption agency that works with this cat cafe, like, they're only with the foster home for a couple of weeks until the kitten is, or there's some, like, criteria that the kitten is,
weighs
reached
a certain
benchmark.
Or whatever.
Yeah. And is in good health and all that kind of stuff, has all the vaccinations, and then they go to the cat cafe. So you're not going to end up, you're not going to be fostering this kitten for like a year, right?
Oh.
Like there's kind of an end date in mind. So I don't know. I could work with that, I think.
There's also, I got a Roomba, and on Instagram, I learned about the little cover you can get to turn your Roomba into a pet. You can make your Roomba into a hedgehog. You can make it into
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I have to tell you what the company name is. Hold. Please.
That is so funny. Wow.
The Robo Rascals, it's called.
Oh my goodness.
They're covers that look like they have a ladybug, they have a bumblebee, they have a hedgehog, so that, because honestly, when I run the Roomba, you just watch it like, stumble around, and it's kind of hilarious. So think about if it had a funny cover on it to turn it. I don't know what this one. A turtle. So you could have any of those things.
I guess. Yeah. Whatever floats your boat, Catherine. But that would be kind of fun.
That cleans up after itself.
I'm sure my family would sit around and watch that.
Yeah.
We would definitely do that. Well, folks, I don't think the coronavirus is going away anytime soon, so you still have a chance to develop your obsessions. So, unfortunately, it's not going away anytime soon. So, yeah, you still have time to figure out.
Podcast would be a good obsession.
Yep.
Yeah, listening to podcasts.
There you go.
That would be great.
We've got plenty for you.
That's it for today's Round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.